So from the previous clip where we created this strip of fabric and mirror paste the same strip of the fabric on the other side and applied the button and the buttonhole once again and simulated. So now I have the same thing on the other side, so basically I just use the same technique. Now that the top is done, we can now focus and attention to the shorts button pant. So now it's looking bit unrealistic. It doesn't really have any wrinkles at all and not a lot of details or any detail that matter. And we are going to change that by adding some pockets. Now as already we know, adding pockets or any kind of details for that matter in MD is for the use of internal lines. So we are going to take our internal polygon tool and create a shape for our pocket in the front pattern over shorts. So I am going to create something like this, but I am going to change it later once it appears in the 3D window. It's going to be easier to be change it. Okay, now that I see it, I am able to change it. So let's make it with the edit pattern tool. Let's make it a bit smaller. So let's push him up a bit upward and also push this line a bit more to the side, and let's push this up a bit. I am just modifying something until we get something that we like, and just modify the lines until you get something that you satisfied with. And let's also use our edit curvature tool to curve this path. Okay, I'm happy with the result. Now only I need is a pattern that also something like this shape. So I am sew the pattern on the internal lines that I just created. Now I am going to show you basically a little trick that you can do. So I don't need to go and take my polygon tool and create similar pattern that I am going to be shown to these internal lines, but I can simply take my transform pattern tool and select the pattern, the internal line that I just created, right click and choose clone as pattern, and I get an identical clone that is basically a pattern. And now I can just simply sew this on to the internal lines with my segment sewing tool. So this part is going to sew with this part, and the bottom is going to sew with this one also to this one, and this top to sew this top. But we are going to leave this curved line to be on stitch, of course, because pockets are usually don't stitched there. And also we need to check out in the 3D window if the lines are go straight and the seam line are going very well. So I can also position it a bit better in the 3D window and simulate. Okay, now just let's go to display option and just disable the internal line because they are bothering me a bit. Alright, with that said, I am going to come 2D window and select the pattern, right click and select layer clone over. What this does, it create a basically another clone of the pattern that I have and its stitches onto its. So if I go my edit sewing tool, you see that these two are automatically connect. Now use this technique to make the pockets appear more thicker, but we can also apply some changes. Now if I only take the clone pattern and make it a bit larger, you see that I am able to generate a little bit of wrinkles right here, and it's starting to took more as pocket. I can even make it more bigger if I would like to, and I get even more wrinkles here. So I am going to do the same for the other side. Alright, since the pockets are done, we are going to be focusing on our attention to create intersecting effects on our waistband with the use of the layer clone. We are also going to be looking at the steam brush tool in the next clip.